Testing. Shalom. Yeah, bear with me for a second. I can just trying to get everything put together. All right, as always, before we get started, I want to give all praises to our powers, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, HaKodash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth that are conscious and well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Shalom to my beloved brother that are out there pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and in sincerity, that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. Shalom to the few sisters, the Akwafs that are out there. Shalom also to the Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back to our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hardy Shalom. Alright. I'm the brother Iraq, coming back with another lesson to the Lord, will edify and feed the lambs of the Lord. Okay, so, as I entitled this lesson, 10-4, emergency alert, all right, which is going to be today around 2 o'clock. So, we definitely going to keep our eyes peeled to see, what transpires, what happens, okay? Lord willing, something does happen, but if it doesn't, just know that, hey, we still in the time of judgment. Just know that we in the time of prophecy. Great prophecies coming to pass, and things will escalate and transpire where we will fully enter into a time of Jacob's trouble. So as the scriptures say, since we are living in these evil days, to keep ourselves watching. Alright, Luke chapter 21 verse 36 says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." Alright, so we should be keeping our eyes open to exactly everything that's going on. Now, let's say that something does happen where those that got the hokey pokey, they whatever is released inside their body because of that graphene, turns them into something that's gonna be new to this world. Hey, well, Esau already got how he's getting ready to pretty much bring that great wrath. All right, Revelations 12:12. You go into it, knowing that he had but a short time. All right, over the years, they've been putting together through Congress, all right, how they gonna, utilize their military force, and they've been doing all different types of drills, okay, for, the times that we in, because they plan these things years in advance, and we're talking about the global elites, and we got to be real. These devils, all right, these Rothschilds, DuPonts, Bilderbergs, these top elite banging families. A lot of them are getting old and they dying off, man. So they want to see, what they've been planning for years. If they still around. It's only so many heart transplants and shit that they can do to prolong their life. You know what I'm saying? So they eventually got to make that move, because we at the end of their kingdom. We at the end of Esau Edom's kingdom. Okay, so right here, what I have on the screen is this article. It says, "Did you hear the one about U.S. internment camps?" Okay, let's read into this article. Now, this article was published May 17, 2012, right? It says, as soon as you see the title, you know you're in trouble. Now, right here is Army Field Manual 33940, which really you could type in FM 33940, okay? And this is how I found this article, right? It says internment and resettlement operations. When you click on the link, as thousands already have, you get a 326 page PDF describing how the U.S. military will go about imprisoning and relocating massive population, right? And majority of people don't know about this, that a lot of America has been broken down into 10 FEMA regions, okay? And in America, you have thousands upon thousands of concentration camps, you know what I'm saying? For when they mobilize these troops against the population, okay? Many people don't notice, okay? Because many people are now watching and seeing what is, but as for us, we're definitely keeping our eyes peeled. We're definitely paying attention to what's going on, okay? Because again, the days are evil. All right, the days are evil. All right, we know that something is getting ready to come down the pike, okay? And the Lord has been building us up, all right, for these dreadful times, all right, fortifying our minds for this evil day that is approaching. This is Ephesians 5 and 15. It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise," right? Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Okay, see, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right, and that's why we constantly pushing towards our people, which are the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. We're constantly pushing to our people. Look, it's time for you to renounce corruption. It's time for you to put off corruption. All right, it's time for you to the Lord. All right, see the Lord. Before the Lord bring these evils, man, right? Amos 5 and 4. It says, "For thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live." You see, seek ye me, and ye shall live. All right, but majority of our people, they're not really seeking Yahweh by Shema Shai. Only the elect is seeking Yahweh by Shema Shai in these last days, right? Let me jump down to verse 14. Matter of fact, verse 13. It says, "Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time." All right, just show you that the Lord is going to keep those that have turned their life unto Yahweh by Shema Shai, that sincerely serving Him in truth and sincerity. He's going to keep them silent, meaning that the Lord's elect is going to be taken care of during these evil days, okay? Because we understood the Lord's will, all right, and we did what the Lord commanded us to do. So the Lord said, if we did what He commanded us to do, He's going to take care of us, right? It says, "Seek ye good and not evil, that ye may live. And so the Lord, the power of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken," right? Let's go over here also to the book of Psalms, right? Psalms chapter 37, because the Spirit as of this week is, don't be afraid. Seeing that these times are coming, we are not to be afraid, because the Lord is going to take care of us, He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. This is Psalm 37 verse 39. It says, "But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble." So salvation of the righteous, not salvation of the wicked, salvation of the righteous, and only a small few are righteous, in the eyesight of Yahweh by Shema Shai. That's why Scripture say put on as the elect. Okay, shed that mortal clothing, man. Become renewed in your mind, man. Okay, because through Yahweh by Shema Shai is the only way for you to be secured, in these evil times that are coming. And they coming fast. Best believe that they're coming fast, right? Verse 40, it says, "And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trust in Him." You see, Alright, the them. Alright, not everybody. You see what I'm saying? Alright, so going back to this article, it says it's a best practice document for rounding up thousands of militants in a foreign country or in the event of a massive terrorist attack or a natural disaster on U.S. soil. It says, wait, what was that last part? A handful of reference to domestic applications, the prospective internment and resettlement of U.S. citizens have fueled the spread of FM 33940 like wildfire through the world of online political dissent, where it is being discussed by everyone from the patriot movement on the right to Occupy on the left to anonymous anarchists, organized, racist, survivalists, and plain old conspiracy theorists in between. Alright, so we're the ones that are, have been called conspiracy theorists, and then in the times that we're living in, the conspiracy theorists are the ones that are winning, because everything that the so-called conspiracy theorists are saying, is conspiracy truth. That's why you had that demon Hillary Clinton. She was saying there's a war on information, but we're the ones losing the war. Because everything is being revealed in these last days. All the secret parts of Esau are being exposed, and then you got a lot of whistleblowers. You got a lot of Edomites that are coming out with great information that we use and we filter through the scriptures. All right, because we're top number one into going into the scriptures and breaking the scriptures down. All right, concerning what? Prophecy. Okay. Now the word conspiracy is a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Right, and we've been telling you for years. Alright, that the devil, alright, that the Bible speaks of these Edomites, okay, alright, they have a plot, they have a plan, okay, and their plot and their plan is to colonize the majority of the people, alright, you know what I'm saying, which means that they want to limit the population unto 500 million, alright, that's, before they destroyed them Georgia Guidestones. You could pretty much read that on them Georgia Guidestones, alright, what the plan of the elites are, alright, and we definitely in those times where they have been harming society, millions upon millions of people are constantly getting deleted in these last days, but what was I gonna grab? I was gonna grab something else. Lord willing, the spirit, you know what? Yep. So, you know what? Let me go over here to Revelations 2 and 10, right? It says, Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Alright, so some of us are going to be rounded up as well, alright, and the Lord said for 10 days, alright, a complete amount of days. It could be longer, could be shorter, who knows, alright, and we know that when these devils come, okay, and they take some of us, alright, regardless of what happens, okay, we understand what prophecy says. Alright, some of us shall be beheaded. Some of us shall be beheaded. Okay, let me grab that as well. Okay, Revelation. Matter of fact, let me go to 19 first. 19 and 10. Revelation 19 and 10. Right. This is Revelation 19 and 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is spirit of prophecy. Alright, so according to prophecy, alright, this is going to what? Befall the Lord's elect, right? Especially, those that don't want to take that charagma, because they're gonna push that charagma, alright? They're getting ready to push that charagma real soon. That's why I believe through the Holy Spirit, that they're getting ready to drop this dollar and push that charagma, so the Lord's elect is going to deny that charagma, alright? That's CH to the I to the P, you know. But let's go to verse 4. It says, and I saw thrones, Revelation 20 and 4, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, right? This beast, the beast, alright, is this empire, you know, and then it says neither his image, alright, going into the system, you know, alright. So we don't worship the beast nor his image, alright, like the scriptures say. Matter of fact, let me grab that as well, and the book of Isaiah, and I'll come right back. Let me go to Isaiah, okay? I believe Isaiah chapter 10, you know, because this is what we've been pushing to, what? Never trust thine enemy. We've been pushing to solely depend on Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, okay? And of course, you know, yeah, we got to pay bills, yeah, we got to work, all right? But our minds are not fixated on, you know what I'm saying, being satisfied and content here. You know, we only use these things, all right, in order to get by, to take care of ourselves and our immediate family. You know what I'm saying? All right, but we waiting for America to fall. All right, we can't wait till this system drop. You know, because that means that we're gonna be that much closer to our kingdom being raised up. So this is Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Alright? So we not staying upon Esau, Edom, no more. We don't believe in this dude system. We don't believe in this man, period. You know? Alright, we know who our enemy is. Okay? Alright? And we don't trust in oppression. Alright? We don't trust in oppression, you know? And we don't care about this financial system. You know what I'm saying? This money ain't worth nothing. You know, we in the spirit of Yahushua. You know, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, alright, and then render to the Most High what is the Most High. Alright, we storing up our spiritual treasures in heaven. Alright, that's what we storing up. Alright, in hopes that the Lord gonna allow us to cash out when the time is right. Alright, especially during the time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord gonna allow us to cash in. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna have perks that the average Joe Schmo ain't gonna have. You know. But it says, verse 21, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. All right, and that's what we did. We returned to Yahweh by Shema Shine these last days, and we doing what? Believing on those holy names. All right, you know, you got some jakes out there that say, well, you ain't supposed to believe in those names. Bullshit. What names we gonna believe in? You know, what names we gonna call on? All right, when we in a time of distress and hell and in chaos, what names we gonna call on? You know. Alright, we're going to call on names of Yahweh by Shema Shah, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to call on names of Yahweh by Shema Shah. Then Lord said he going to hear us. He going to hear us in our time of affliction. You know? Oh man, as a matter of fact, let me grab that. That's a good one. Alright, that's a good one. Here, time, affliction. Let me see where that's at. Dang, I can't remember where it's at. Let me see. Oh, yep, boom, that's it. Psalms 34. The first one. This is Psalms 34, verse 17. It says, the righteous cry, and the Lord heareth. Alright, so when the righteous cry, what names are they going to be crying to? It ain't going to be Jehovah. It ain't going to be Yahweh. It ain't going to be these false guys' names. It ain't going to be Jesus. It ain't going to be Yeshua. None of them. It ain't going to be sweet JC. It ain't going to be none of them names, but none other than Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Alright? It says, and the Lord heareth and deliver them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be as a contrite spirit. Many are the affliction of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. You see? He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Okay? So let's go over here real fast. This is right here. Rex 84. right? It says Rex 84, short for Readiness Exercise 1984, was a classified scenario and drill development by the United States federal government to detain large numbers of United States citizens deemed to be national security. So why are they having councils and talking about things like this? Because they know that there's about to be war in the streets. Alright, and America right now is at an all-time high, divided, man. You know, and anything that is divided amongst itself is not going to stand. Alright, so you know we're going to see race wars. We're going to see class wars, gender wars. You know, we're going to see war out in these streets. Alright, these streets are going to be troubled, man. Okay, it says threats in the event that the president declared a national emergency. The plan was first revealed in detail in a major daily news report by reporter Alfonso Chardian, the July 5th, 1987 edition of the Miami Herald. Possible reason for such a roundup were reported to be widespread opposition to a U.S. military invasion abroad, such as if the United States were to directly invade Central America. It says to combat what the government perceived as subversive activities, also authorized the military to direct order movements of civilian population at states and regional levels, according as Professor Diana Reynold. It says existence of master military contingency plan of Rex 84 was a part of Operation Garden Plot, you know, which they were doing live military drills, how they was going to detain civilians, and we talking about going door to door, rounding people up, you know. And they know that a lot of Americans ain't gonna go for that, because right here in America it's gonna be a shootout. You know, it's gonna be Edomites versus Edomites, you know, Jakes versus Jakes, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the love of many gonna wax cold, okay, right? And it's gonna be officers versus the military, military versus the military, you know, militia groups, so on and so forth, you know. Alright, it says in a similar earlier exercise, Lantern Spike were originally revealed by journalist Ron Riddenhauer, who summarized his finding in an article in Counter Spy. So you know, brothers could look into these things. I'm gonna read out of that. But let's go over here to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 real fast. Okay, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee, that speak against thee," right? Because we don't care about what other individuals say as far as what we believe in and what we saying concerning prophecy. No, you know, we boldly speak these words that Yahweh Basham Shai has opened our minds to, and these things will come to pass. Right? We seeing the setup. You know, they letting military aid in through the border. Alright, they got Northern Kingdom working on the border. You know what I'm saying? And like the Northern Kingdom said, we building this border not to keep us out. We building this border to keep you in. You know, so you don't even know. A lot of people don't even know what the hell is going on. Right? Let's go to verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." What does woe mean? Woe means destruction. Alright, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." Alright, so what is about their sword? These guns. Alright, so it's gonna be like that movie Bushwick. That's a good one. You know, every turn it was chaos in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It was war. It was war going on outside. You know. Alright, and that's what people are gonna see. So it's gonna be bodies hitting the floor. You know what I'm saying? Bodies hitting the flow. Let the bodies hit the flow. Alright, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power." Alright, so people gonna rise up against these government politicians. Alright, it ain't and that's gonna be the spirit of the Lord doing, sending forth controversy, right, in America. Right, it says, "A man should desire to go into a city." Alright, these cities are gonna be locked down, blocked off. Okay, they talking about lockdowns right now. They talking about a month and a half. I want to say it's 45 days that they're gonna keep the government open. until they shut it down. So it's a month and a half, you know. So we'll see what happens then. You know what I'm saying? But this could be a cold winter, leading into, you know what I'm saying, the so-called new year, which is 2024, you know. So big things can happen in such a short amount of time. All right. It says the man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right. So people are going to be afraid. All right. Pains and sorrows. All right. We're seeing the beginning of sorrows, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab that. Okay. These are all the beginning of sorrows, right? What is that? Is that Matthew's? Matthew's 24, and then I'm gonna go straight to the to this video I have queued up. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes, in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. See, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, so everything that we've seen that is happening is the beginning of sorrows. All right, great tribulation. Matter of fact, I was at Revelation 20 and 4, so let me finish that out before I continue on to the video. So I'm going to start from the top again. Revelation 20 and 4 says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. All right, so the Lord's elect denied, all right, taking that branding, you know. So with no further ado, let's play this video. And you know, the first beginning of the video pretty much goes into that movie Sale, which is a good movie to watch, you know, because you never know, those frequencies, it could release whatever's laying dormant inside these people's bodies, and it could have these people going crazy. Alright, so you know, that's a good depiction, you know what I'm saying. And Esau uses these left hand tactics to prophesy unto you, instead of telling you straight up what his plans is, you know. But yeah, let's play this.
Hey, buddy. Hey, you still home? Yeah, soon.
It's terrorists, right? It's gotta be terrorists.
Oh, she's at home.
We're gonna survive. People are gonna die.
You okay?
They act for the good of the group as a whole. They may be the next stage of human evolution. What's happening now is more than temporary energy. It's the start of a war.
I wanna wipe them out.
It's a suicide mission. You're gonna die. I want to see my son. You okay?
Do not withhold your mercy from us, Lord. The troubles without number surround us. May your love and your truth protect us. For he lies the dead, dust of the earth.
Good always conquers evil. I
you coming home? I just want you to come home.
Johnny Boy.
No, it's not.
I just want you
No, that is not your son.
I just want you to come
Clay,
home.
no!
On October 4th, an emergency alert is going out on practically every electronic device in the United States. We'll look in this video at what the mainstream is saying is going to happen here, some conspiracies surrounding this, any prophetic connections this may have, as well as real threats that are happening with this technology this very day. First, we'll take a look at what the mainstream is saying is going to happen with this October 4th alert.
Heads up, this fall, everybody with a cell phone is set to be part of a nationwide emergency alert test. FEMA and the FCC scheduled the drill for October 4th, just after 2 p.m., so you'll know if we get it that day. It's just for a test of that system. The alert on your phone should read, "This is a test of a national wireless emergency alert system. No action is needed." The reason for that test? To make sure the public can be aware of any potential national emergency.
On the website regarding this alert system, it says what we'll call EMA, and the FCC plan a nationwide emergency alert test for October 4th, 2023. The purpose of the October 4th test is to ensure that the systems continue to be an effective means of warning the public about emergencies, particularly those of the national level. In case the October 4th test is postponed due to widespread severe weather or other significant events, the backup testing date is October 11th. Worth pointing out is that some...
And before I continue playing that, let me grab this real fast because the brother shared this. Let me grab this right here. Here we go. The brother shared this. Right? So, same thing. Same thing. This is from Reuters. It says, attention, remain calm. Russia tests public warning system. So this thing is gonna hit, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, you know, east and west. You know, it's gonna be, these frequencies gonna go all over. It ain't gonna just be right here in America, you know. It says Moscow, October 4th, Russia tests its emergency public warning system across the country on Wednesday, blaring out sirens and interrupting some television and radio broadcasts to warn the population to stay calm. The test, first conducted in 2020, is part of a new initiative that requires authorities to conduct tests twice a year, starting from September 1st. It comes to amid the war in Ukraine that has triggered the deepest crisis in Russia's relation with the West since the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. Alright, so I'm just leave it at that. You know, I'll just post that in the description box below. Matter of fact, let me see. Copy link. Let me try to throw that in there. I'll just post that into the chat. Oh. Okay, so brothers, you know, could read that yourself. Alright, so it's going on in Russia too. You know, not over here, not just only here in America, you know. So ain't that's interesting, right? But before I continue, matter of fact, let me grab a quick scripture as well, okay? Because it says, no enchantment shall what prosper against Jacob. This is Numbers chapter 23, verse 23. It says, surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath the Most High wrought? So, hey, if the Lord has it to where these people bug out and lose their mind and turn angry, a world full of people, and they got this Wendigo psychosis mind frame where they, you know, want to consume human flesh, well, you know, that's what the Most High wrought for wicked 2/3. He ain't wrought that for his elect, you know. Alright, so whether this shit does something or not, you know, it's not gonna, you know, we ain't gonna do nothing to the Lord's elect. You know what I'm saying? Like the elder brother mentioned, you know what? Hey, maybe it could somewhat affect us a little bit, but then we gonna have a testimony to speak about it. You know, alright. So we gonna have a spirit to speak about it. You know, do a lesson on it. You know, like, hey, the Lord delivered us from this crazy shit that's going on. You know, which would be to bring more faith to the Lord's elect, you know, and to bring more honor and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shah, you know. So we'll see what happens. But let's keep going on the video.
Something similar to this happened under President Trump. On October 3rd, 2018, Americans to receive cell phone alert from Trump in first national test. This was very similar in regard to being a national presidential alert system that will let any president issue a warning about a crisis that could include a missile launched by another country at the U.S. or a tsunami. Now, this, of course, has drummed up a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding this, and we'll look at what some of them are. Some people are worried that this could be a national malware that the government would be downloading onto people's phones. The main theory seems to be that people are worried that this could be a health risk, saying that millions and millions of people getting alerts on their phones at the exact same time doesn't seem safe. Other claims are that when the alert goes out, that it will trigger something in regards to what people had injected in their body. Personally, I don't believe anything is going to happen on October 4th. I'll say that right at this point, but there is some things that we need to be paying attention to at this point, and this could definitely have bigger implications down the road. Now, before people just write off the conspiracy aspect and why people think that, it's worth pointing out that people don't just make these claims with nothing to back them up. I've got some old things that I want to point out here. These have been known for, in some cases, 10 years, but worth pointing out in regards here. Rex 84 is short for Readiness Exercise 1984, a classified scenario and drill developed by the United States federal government to suspend the United States Constitution, declare martial law, place military commanders in charge of state and local governments, and to detain large numbers of American citizens who are deemed to be national security threats in the event that the president declares a state of national emergency. The plan states and allows the military to direct ordered movements of civilian populations at state and regional levels to any place they need to be placed. Many people connected this to the FEMA regions that was also released a long time ago, where the nation of the United States is divided into specific regions. If a national event took place where people would be forced into these different regions. In 2012, something else was released, and it was an Army manual for re-education camps that applied to United States citizens. FM 3-3940, entitled Internment and Resettlement Operations, verifies that there was plans within the United States that were leaked that said that they had the blueprints for putting the country's own citizens into guarded Army detainment centers. Those two things have been known for quite a while now, but I thought they were worth pointing out because some people put other people down when they jump to the conspiratorial aspect of this, but those things really aren't founded out of nothing. There is a history of strange things within the government, really, that make people look to a conspiratorial aspect when these things start to take place. Another thing worth bringing up that everyone's pointing out is that Maui had alert systems as well, but they didn't go off when they had their national tragedy. So really, what is the aspect of this, and will this new alert system actually be used for good? Now, personally, I don't believe that anything is going to happen on October 4th that we need to worry about, but there are threats, especially with technology and these types of levels of getting everyone involved on a technological basis, that definitely are worth paying attention to. First, I'm going to point out the biblical connection that this could have, as well as some threats that are going on right now, this very day, with your phone that you should be aware of. Revelation 13:15 says, "The second beast was permitted to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship it."
Yeah, we ain't gonna hear his breakdown because he ain't got it. These Christians, they ain't got it. But they have a mind to bring out information that will go into the scriptures and break the scriptures down the right way.
Sell or buy without this mark. That was written almost 2,000 years ago, and just shows how the Bible is so...
Yep, the mark of the beast is coming. Well, it's already here. The system is already here, It's already here.
A similar thing came up when people were worried about TikTok and Chinese getting the ability to...
Let's get past this. There we go. Let's go.
And a real technological research, the Russian intelligence.
The exact same thing.
What can the NSA do with this device if they wanted to get into 9/11?
Right. The NSA, the Russian intelligence service, the Chinese intelligence service, any intelligence service in the world that has significant funding and a real technological research can own that phone. The minute it connects to their network, as soon as you turn it on, it can be theirs. They can turn it into a microphone, They can take pictures from it. They can take the data off.
So again, I'll say I don't believe October 4th is anything to worry about. When I talk about these dates, most of the time I'm doing it to point.
Hey, so we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know. Alright, something could happen, some might not happen. Who knows? Whether or not something does or doesn't happen, we still gonna come to a time of what? Great tribulation. So let's grab that real fast. Marty and Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time, no, nor ever shall be." Alright, so we about to enter into a time of great tribulation. Alright, where everybody's gonna be pressed upon. People are being pressed right now. High gas prices, high inflation, high tax prices, alright, not being able to afford to live somewhere, people moving in with each other, so people are being pressed at this current moment. People got to make decisions whether they want to go to work or buy food for themselves just to survive through that day. That should tell you something's wrong, right? It says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened." So the Lord speed the days, He speeds the time. He speeds the time for the elect's sake. Alright? That's why the days are moving quick. Alright, 2023 came in, and now 2023 is almost out of here, Alright, so another thing that was not mentioned in this man's video was the Wars Power Act. Brothers could look into the Wars Power Act, and that would, if that's enacted, that would give the current president power to stay in office for another 3 years, which I don't believe that America has 3 years. Alright, we could very well see America be out of here 2024, so Lord's will, Lord's will. Something big transpires real soon, but what was I going to do? Play a little bit more of the video and then grab a couple more scriptures.
Point out that I don't believe we know these dates when they come out, but sometimes that it could be good to talk about them and point them out, because if it becomes widely known, then of course nothing's going to happen on that day, because it'd be too obvious. But I just want to point out, in my opinion, I don't think there's anything to worry about on that day. If you have the ability to turn off your phone, you can do that. You could even put the device in a Faraday box that blocks its signal completely. You can make them actually pretty easy from home. There's tons of videos online about that. But my whole aspect and how I look at this is when we see all the world or the nation or tons of groups of people being forced into one thing that is being put upon them, whatever that is, then that starts to look like the prophetic timeline of people not being able to buy or sell, worshiping an image, and getting in that worldwide control system that the Antichrist will one day have. But as a follower of Jesus...
Yep, so the internet of things, that's what Esau's connecting people to, the internet of things, alright, and how they gonna connect you, your finances, control you, alright, it's gonna be through that tiny CHIP, So, like we've been saying, let's go over here to, what is it, 1 Thessalonians 5, right? 1 Thessalonians 5:1, it says, "But at the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. It says, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night." So, many people ain't watching, they're going to get caught off guard. Pants down, sitting on the toilet, trying to run out of fear, and they're going to trip, fall right into you know what. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So don't believe that peace and safety narrative that Esau pushes. Oh, this is only a test. This is only, just to make sure that, if there's something emergency happening, we're gonna alert everybody all at once. Esau got bigger agendas at hand. He ain't gonna tell the average person. Alright, what they do behind closed doors, the Most High sees. So the Most High has opened our minds to be not ignorant to Satan's devices, to his plots, his plans. It says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief." It says, "Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Okay? And matter of fact, real fast, let me do this real fast. Watch and be sober, right? Okay. Gird loins. St. Peter's. There we go. Right here. This is 1 Peter 1:13. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Alright, so it says, gird up the loins of your mind. Seeing that these things are happening, right? Gird up your mind. Right? What does gird up your mind be? It says to gird up. I'm sorry, let me get the word. I'm sorry.
Strong's G 328. Anadzonomy. Anadzonomy.
Anadzonomy. Okay? Which says to gird up, metaphor, be prepared. Right? Be prepared. You know? A metaphor derives from the you know what? Metaphor derived from the practice of the Orientals who, in order to be unimpeded in their movements, were accustomed when starting a journey or engaging in any work to bind their long, flowing garments closely around their bodies and fasten them with a leather belt. You know, some brothers, when they wear their garments at camp, you know what I'm saying, they wear a belt around it, and that'll be a depiction of that, you know. But the point is to tighten up, you know, gird yourself. Alright, because what? It's getting ready to be turbulent out here. It's getting ready to get rocky out here, you know. Alright, the weak are gonna fall. Alright, but the strong are gonna survive, you know. So prepare yourself, be sober, as the scriptures say, right? First Thessalonians 5:7 now. It says, for they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Alright, people that ain't watching, people that have cares of this life, you know, they ain't really paying attention to the news because it's too depressing, it's too sad. All the bullshit that people say in order to be ignorant, you know, and justify their ignorance. Alright, well, your ignorance is going to lead you into doom because the prophets have been out there. So there ain't no excuse for your ignorance. Alright, there's no cloak for your sins. Alright, the message that's going forth, you chose not to listen to it, that's your fault. That's your fault. You know, that's your fault. You've been warned. Okay, it says, but let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. Right, so put on that whole armor. Right, so for the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. See, so the Lord did not appoint wrath to come upon his elect. You know, matter of fact, let me go over here to Jeremiah. Oops, don't want that. Jeremiah 29. Jeremiah 29. Okay, I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna change this to NLT. Alright, let's go to verse 11. Right, this is Jeremiah 29:11. It says, for I know the plans I have for you. I remember, we not in control of our destiny. You know, Yahweh Bashar Shai is, but the Most High knows what he has in store for you. Alright, it says, say the Lord, they are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Alright, so we got hope, we got an expectation. Our expectation is to make it out of these evil times, you know. Alright, so keep praising the Lord, keep fighting for the true names, keep doing your part, and the Lord said He's gonna give us a future of hope. He's gonna give us an expectation that we're gonna look for. Alright, which is what? Salvation, you know. Alright, it's salvation, us seeing Yahweh Shai, being raised with Yahweh Shai, coming back with Yahweh Shai, you know, if that's the case. So nevertheless, Yahweh Bashar Shai is going to be with his elect. Point blank, period. You know? So I'm going to just end it there. I don't want to make this lesson too long, but Lord willing has been edifying. So giving all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashar Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to the bishops, the elders, the brothers that are sincerely fighting for Yahweh Bashar Shai these last days. With that, I'm going to say Shalom. Abba Ball.